I'm a bit different to some of the other acts because I'm Canadian. So now I always get sort of like the same response when I introduce myself as being Canadian. People are always like, oh, no, Canadian? Oh, you guys are so polite, aren't you? You're so polite. Guys, we're no more polite than the English. We just mean it. The only difference. Although I gotta admit, I haven't really been feeling that polite lately. Like, I was on the bus the other day, and there was this just adorable little girl, that kept pressing the stop button. She just kept pressing it, and her mom was letting her because, she was expressing herself. And it was so cute. She was like adding like 20 minutes onto our journey, and thus her journey became our journey. It was so fucking cute, let me tell you. And then she wasn't like content with her own button, she had to like get up and walk around the bus pressing like everyone else's buttons. And it was just precious, and her mom was like, oh honey, no, sit down. Sit down, you're gonna hurt yourself. If you fall, you're gonna hurt yourself. And everyone on the bus was like, do it. Like that calm British exterior was melting away to reveal the constipated New Yorker within us all that just wanted to tell her to fuck off! Yeah, and then it finally happened. The bus driver like slams on the brakes, the bus comes screeching to a halt, and the bitch steadies herself. So I was sitting next to her, and I just gave her a little like, just because I'm a people pleaser. No, I think, okay, so I do think it's because I'm a little bit jealous of children. I am, because I used to have an eating disorder, so I would see kids running around with their skinny little legs, and I'd be like, what do you do for cardio? Yeah, no, and I've been feeling like a bit of a dick lately because I just got my save the date in the mail for my best friend's wedding for November the 3rd. Lauren's wedding is November the 3rd, which sounds like a very inconsequential date to all of you, but it's my fucking birthday. Yeah, she rings me and she's like, I'm so sorry, it's the only date that they had. And I was like, well, you've been engaged for 3 years, so you probably could have picked another one. But it's fine, it's my 25th birthday, and I know that's not that big a deal, but you only get one 25th birthday, right? And she's getting married at 25, so it's not going to be the only wedding, Just let me have something, you know what I mean? And I've been a bit bitter about that lately because I just got dumped. The same weekend I got a concussion. And I'm not saying that one caused the other, but like concussions leave you really confused. But he was convinced that wasn't a good enough excuse to sleep with his twin sister. So it was a confusing time. Yeah, but the weird thing about concussions and getting dumped is that the aftercare for both of those things is like completely at odds with each other, Like when you get a concussion, you're meant to rest, right? And when I was sitting and resting, all I did was just text him one more thing that he did wrong in the relationship, And then I wasn't allowed to drink, and I was like, well, how am I supposed to get drunk enough to excuse my calling him when he didn't answer all of my texts? And you're not allowed to do vigorous exercise, and I was like, how can I get thin enough so he won't notice I'm still in his room? It is. You should never date someone that's like as self-involved as you are, because then you end up just trying to out-sad each other all the time. You're like, babe, can we just talk about me, please? Because like your grandma was like 96, okay? But I only had like one chance to pass my driving test, okay? No, don't look at me like that. You know how I get. I said, don't touch me. You know what I get, okay? Okay, I know I hit her, okay? It was an accident. Just let it go. You know how I get. So what I'm saying, guys, is that I need a new date for this wedding on November the 3rd. Is anyone available?
November 3rd, fuck that bitch.
Right? You're available then, are you? Are you available?
Is that you?
Okay, there's one flaw in this. You don't sound British, and babe, I'm looking for a visa.
I'm already dealing out of the green card. I'm so sorry.
Oh, God. Okay, who's our alternate? Oh, who was an alternate back there? Oh, no, you're also American. Fuck me. Okay, well, I mean, it'll do. Can we do something? Can you do something for me? Oh, I'll take it. I'll take it. Different, isn't it? Exotic, sexy. What are you doing on October the 3rd? That's fine. We can make that work. I've got an American passport. Traitor. Yeah, no. Can we lock this down? Okay, I'll tell you why. Because it's yes. Let's get married on October the 3rd. I'll tell you why. Because it's exactly a month before Lauren's wedding. And it's her fucking birthday. Thanks so much, guys. You've been lovely. Have a good night.